Ever feel like the diminished scale sounds incredible when the masters play it, but when you try it, it just sounds robotic and mathematical like an exercise? So today we're going to try to fix that, and we're going to take the legendary Barry Harris's approach to passing tones, and we're going to drop it directly onto the diminished scale. And we're going to turn it into something that you can actually build your own personal vocabulary out of, and you can start making things that sound more like music and less like exercises. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the building blocks of how to use chromatic passing tones, how to connect up intervals like thirds and fourths, and how to use them as the building blocks to chain ideas together so that you have cascading jazz lines. So ascending, we connect the whole steps chromatically, and when we get to a half step, we go a scale degree above where we're going. So C, C sharp, D, F, E flat, E natural, F, A flat, F sharp, G, A flat, B, A sharp, B, D, C. Now I'm going to play the scale descending, and then I'll explain what the rules are real quick. Now let's work on this scale descending. And the rules for the half steps when you're descending is, if there's a half step, you play a scale tone that's 1 degree above where you're starting. So if we're starting on C, we play D, for example. So let's do this. C, D, that takes us to B, and then we continue chromatically to B flat to A. But now we have another half step between A and A flat, so we're going to jump up to B, and then that takes us to A flat, and then we continue chromatically to G flat, then we jump up a scale degree back to A flat, which takes us to F, down to E, E flat, jump up to F, and then D, D flat, C. So the whole thing is this. So let's take a look at our first building block. The first building block that we want to do with this is connecting thirds using the chromaticism. So I'm going to show you this example. We're just connecting C up to E flat. We're connecting the root of the scale to the flat third of the scale. C, C sharp, D, jump up to F, to E flat. So instead of just walking up the scale, we've incorporated that chromaticism already. And that's one idea that you can do. And we'll develop these later on. Now let's connect up thirds descending. So we're going to go from C down to A, and we're just going to use the rules of the scale. So instead, if we're trying to get from C to B to A, as we would ordinarily do just descending the scale, now we're going to put in this neighbor tone approach. So we're going to go from C up to D, then down to B flat to A. Now let's take a look at connecting fourths. We can do that using this chromaticism. So let's start on E flat, just to give us a different angle, and use the scale, going up the scale, and just connecting fourths. So instead of just this regular scale work, we can connect fourths up this way. So now let's take a look at connecting fourths descending. Let's connect A down a fourth to F. So now what we're going to do is take a couple of different components and start building more extended lines out of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up the scale just according to the rules chromatically, and then we're just going to walk down the scale stepwise. So let's take a look at this example when we put them together. So what we just did is kind of the tip of the iceberg. I was just giving you an introduction on how to play the scale ascending and descending, and then a couple of examples as to how you can start developing themes by connecting thirds, connecting fourths, and connecting other components like up a fourth chromatically, down a fourth diatonically. You can go up a third, up a chord, up a third, up a chord, down a third. You can do all these kinds of ideas. And I have a ton of these ideas in Chromatic Approach to Melodic Development, which I'll put a link for in the description. And also on Patreon, I have lessons that are more extended. Otherwise, I'll come back to this subject on YouTube and develop this a little bit more to apply it to harmony and chord changes and 2-5-1 cadences and things like that. But hopefully this is a good starter point for you so that you can get an idea of how to put some of these ideas together and how to start incorporating passing tones into this awkward scale that people have such a hard time with. And if you were wondering what this is my new little toy that I got from Molinare. It's a little practice amp. I didn't even know these were a thing. So this is my little beach amp, or my car amp, that I take all over the place. So look at how small this thing is. It's a little grab and go amp, which is great if I don't want to carry my twin reverb around and I just want to jump in the car and cruise up to the mountains or go to the beach or something like that. So this thing has a drum machine on it. It's got reverb. It's a rad little practice amp, and they're super cheap, so I just picked one of these up. Anyway, I'll leave a link for that in the description, and you can check that out if you want just a throw around everyday grab-and-go amp. So anyway, if you want to dive deeper into the harmonic aspects of this and get a full breakdown, grab your copy of the book, head over to Patreon and join us. I'll put the links in the description. There's all kinds of extended lessons and applications that you can check out. And like I said, I'll be back on YouTube to develop this idea more.